हेलो फ्रेंड्स, नमस्कार एन्ड वेलकम अल अफ यु टु माई च्यानल। आजको डिस्कसनमा हामी चाहिँ अलिकति हार्वर्ड युनिभर्सिटी र डोनाल्ड ट्रम्पको जुन स्टेटमेन्ट आयो फेरि द्याट्स आइ एम टकिङ अबाउट फ्यु विक ब्याक फ्रेन्ड्स एन्ड हाउ इट एफेक्ट हार्वर्ड युनिभर्सिटिज एन्ड वाट अबाउट द रियाक्सन अफ द ओबामा on the Trump administration decisions and how the president of that's Harvard universities decided not to accept reject the demand of the Donald Trump administration. This is all about the background of today's discussion, friends. And the Department of Education that's freezing the more than 2.2 billion federal money after Harvard University refused to accept a long list of demand of Trump administration. That is the big issues. And perhaps as per the Trump, Harvard should lose its tax exempt status and be taxed as a political entity, and if it keeps pushing political, ideological and the terrorist inspired supporting sickness. And this is, remember, that's a tax exempt status is totally contingent on acting in a public interest. This is the statement provided by the Donald Trump, President of United States. Now, saying it threatens the university's independence and constitutional right. That I also believe that, and it is simply attack on the higher education and on a pillar of the American civil society. This is about your Rian. That's a political Harvard University political science professors, and this phrase will hamper the Harvard University's ability to produce the new technologies, new biomedical discoveries, new outreach in the public health, and we will be in the worse shape as a nations because of these threats. This is all about your Ted, President of American Council of Education, friends. Now, what about the reactions of the Obama on these decisions made by the President of Harvard University? That's why Obama say that is whatever the phrase that's phrasing the more than 2.2 billion is simply the unlawful and the ham-handed. That's why the Harvard's, as we know, that's as I said, example of the for other higher education institution and rejecting unlawful and the ham-handed, as I discussed earlier. This is all about your attempt to that's a stifle. In Nepali we see that is dabaunu and academic freedom, and while taking the concrete steps to make sure all the students of the Harvard can benefit from the environmental of intellectual inquiry. Because as you know that, friends, university is all about there is a need of academic freedom, and so that your intellectual inquiry will be there, rigorous debate and the mutual respect is all about. Is a statement provided by the Obama and in support of a president of Harvard University, and that's why Harvard pushing back against the Trump policies, and because of that reasons is the Trump administration so tightly take decision of freezing the more than 2.2 billion funding, and even the top university faced the financial fallout as Trump's pulled the federal funding over the anti-Semitism on the campuses. That is the issues, and that's about your accused by the Donald Trump administration, and that's why uh, Harvard University president message against the Trump decisions. You'll find all this decision in detail in website of Harvard University. That's a no government, regardless of which party is in power, should detect what private universities can teach and whom they can admit and hire, and which areas to of study and inquiry they can pursue. That is all about your Trump administration cannot decide about. That's why how they what type of subject they could introduce in their curriculum, and the freedom in the inquiry, like that, friends. Okay, now in the recent weeks, as we know that federal government has threatened its partnership with the several universities including Harvard universities, right, over the acquisition of the anti-Semitism. That's in Nepali we say that ayudhi Birodi, like that, on our campuses. And these partnerships are among the most productive and the beneficial in the American history. However, Donald Trump, as we know that Donald Trump normally used to take the bad decisions against the sometime international trade, sometime even against the your freedom in the university system like that. And it makes clear the intention that the government is not to work with us. That is the statement provided by the president of Harvard, address anti-Semitism, and that is a certain perceptions perception Jews which may be expressed as a hater towards the Jews, like all about in a cooperative and a constructive manner. And the federal government intention is to control the Harvard community, and the administration's prescriptions goes beyond the power of the federal government. That is the statement provided by the that's the President Alan, right? And basically I try to just discuss the main point discussed by the president of Donald Trump. And because of that decisions, even the president of Harvard rejected. That means they they could not accept their order, and that's why they say that this is all about your violation of their university's constitution like that, and the freedom of inquiry like that. So I also believe that there should not be any like your is a government decisions to just like discouraging the inquiring habit, yeah, researching habit. So this is really bad decisions. And as we also know that, friends, this is also common in case of Nepal too. The government also influence the university system. Then I believe that the president of Harvard role is very impressive as well. I also support his statement, each word, and supportive against the Trump decision, friends. I believe that whatever I discussed today, friends, you would also agree with the message provided by the president of Harvard Universities. If you really like this content, please like, subscribe, and also share my channel. That is the finest Guru, Pawan Kumar. Thank you all of you for watching this video. Please take care, all of you. Thank you.